Hello, friends. I am back. I am back this time with a new chapter on the platform of Uniting Power Engineers. This time, this is a book launch, The Leaders with Ladders. In this world, there are many persons who are working hard for name, fame, and money, but there are very a few person, in fact, not person legends, who want to work for the society, nation, for the growth of youth, betterment of society, ready to help others, and they want to give back to the society. Because the great leaders are the great learners. And today I am with a great respected Dr. P.K. Rajput sir, who is my mentor, in fact, who is a legend with 40 years plus experience in pharmaceutical and healthcare industry. He is known as the Rajput of Kerala and who has been awarded with Champions of Champions many times. He is a person with many honorary doctorate and having 25 plus certification courses from leading international universities. He's a mentor, he's a change maker, he's a keynote speaker, he's a guest of honor, chief guest, moderator, thought leader, panelist on the numerous national and international forums and events. He has been advisory board of 25 plus institutions and he has received 6 international awards. The list is quite long. I'm very lucky Rajput sir is with me. Without wasting much time, I would like to talk with him because now the good point is that he has become a author, and he will be talking about this excellent written book, fabulous written book, Leaders with Letters. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Igniting Power.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you to the Igniting Power of Engineers for inviting me, giving me this great opportunity. And thank you, Dr. Rajesh Arora sir. You are creating waves, right? So I am very happy and very lucky that I am there in this wonderful, great platform.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sir, I have gone through your book, and the best thing your book was you dedicated that book to your parents. That was a great thing because we can't do anything without the blessings of parents, almighties, and mentors. And that is the best thing. The moment I started reading, I was impressed. Great, sir, great. And I was impressed with the title you have written. Sir, may I know how did you decide the title of book, The Leaders with Ladders?
Excellent question. And first of all, thank you for acknowledging my respect to my parents, because आज जो भी हम हैं वो दो लोगों की वजह से होते हैं. One is our parent and second is our teachers, right? So first of all, my parents are always there to bless me. And before I should start my talk, I remember one of the wonderful doha of Kabir Das ji. सब धरती कागज करूं, लेखनी सब वनराज, सात समुद्र की मसी करूं, गुड़ गुड़ लिखा न जाए. मीन्स अगर पूरी धरती को मैं कागज बना लूं और समुद्र के पानी को लेखनी बना लूं और जितने भी वृक्ष हैं उसको जो है उससे लिखना शुरू करूं, तब भी गुरु के गुण को हम व्याख्यान नहीं कर सकते हैं. तो वॉट एवर टुडे आई एम, बिकॉज हमें मालूम था, हम बोलते थे गुरु गोविंद हो खड़े काको लागे पाए बलिहारी गुरु, तो आपने गोविंद दियो बताए. But this is again very important. So this has been always dedicated to my mentors, to my teachers who have given me so much of the insights. तो ये तो मेरी एक शुरुआत है, वंदना है और थैंक यू है सबको सर. नाउ कमिंग टू द पार्ट व्हिच यू आस्क्ड अबाउट कि इस बुक का टाइटल कैसे आया. देखिए सर, ऐसा है कि किसी भी जगह ऊपर जाने के लिए, सपोज फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे जाते हैं, सेकंड फ्लोर पे जाते हैं, हम अचानक तो जाते नहीं हैं, हमें सीढ़ियाँ चाहिए. ठीक है, तो लीडर बनने के लिए भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. शैल आई टॉक इन इंग्लिश और शैल आई टॉक इन बोथ द लैंग्वेज, व्हिच इज बेटर?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. So why I'm saying, because if you want to go up in the life or where we want to go on the first floor, we need to have the steps, which is very important. And that's why a leader, every time he has to have that ladders which is there, which is the steps which is important. And a successful leader will have multiple steps. Then only the successful leader is going to become something which is very important. And the leader is going to pull the other people also towards that particular level. Today, if you talk about any leader, right, you will agree with me. They have multiple qualities, multiple, right? If you start noting it down, you will find so many qualities. You are also a leader, Dr. Rajesh sir. If you talk about your quality, I like to resonate with you. You're a person who started, I want to have this igniting power of engineers. I want to talk about the safety profile. So this is the leading the show, right? Telling the entire universe that how safety is important, how many life had gone there. So this is the step which you have taken. तभी मेरे दिमाग में आया कि if I'm writing a book, it should be very simple. It should be to a very common person. The common person should be able. I'm a common person. First of all, I always say, I'm a common person. A common person should understand that yes, there are opportunities available. The only thing is we have to lead on that and we have to get it. So this लिए बहुत ही simple है. The leaders with ladders that came in my mind. I said, okay, चलो start करते हैं.
Wow, wow, wow. I have seen the book. I have read your complete book. You have mentioned that this book has been written for benefit of youngster, young leader, startup, change maker across the globe to build their teams to achieve their dreams. Kindly elaborate that thing. What was the purpose and what was in your mind behind that statement?
Again, I like to tell you there we divide our nation or entire world in 4 segments, right? And the first segment is the intellectual segment, which are leading the thing. They are aware about it. They come with a golden spoon, so they have been fed about it. So that 10% of the segment is there in the entire world. The 50% of the segment are a common person segment. They have the aspiration, and these common people, they will always do the uncommon things in their life.
True.
Correct. And today when we talk about the common person, so it is the youngsters. Today we are the most youngest nation, Bharat, in the entire world. So if you are able to build these youngsters with the clear mindset, they will be able to grow in the entire world, not only in the nation. This is point number 1. The startups, they have a lot of energy, enthusiasm, but energy and enthusiasm has to be synchronized in a much channelized way, because they should always ensure that they are going to increase whatever they are going to do it. Because it is today they are started with 10 people with X amount, it has to be 10x, then 100x, and same way the people are going to be increased. That's why they will be able to flourish. And today government is helping the startups in many ways. Then I am talking about the managers and the leaders, right? So situation has changed. The VUCA world, I have mentioned about the VUCA world, right? So that is volatile is been changed to vision. That's what we have changed. Uncertainty has been changed to vision. So that's why I mentioned it here. We'll just read on the VUCA world, which I have given it here. I like to put it. The uncertain point, I have used it as a understanding. So we have to understand the other person. The C is always as a complex. So complex, I have changed it. It is not complex. Clarity honi chahiye, right? The C is become clarity. A is mentioned as it is ambiguous. So we are not ambiguous. There has to be agility to do it. So that is the reason this book has been dedicated to the youngest startups, managers, leaders, change maker. We all are the change maker. It has been dedicated to women also. They are also change maker. आजकल हम women empowerment की बात करते हैं, right? Gender equality की बात करते हैं, SDG goals की बात करते हैं. तो सब शक्तियां हैं, women में भी है. तो ये बुक उनके लिए भी डेडिकेट होती है और बहुत ही सिंपल लैंग्वेज में आई पुट इट, बिकॉज एनी पर्सन हु विल बी रीडिंग इट, ही और शी विल अंडरस्टैंड, ओ माय गॉड, ये सब चीज तो मेरे में है ऑलरेडी, इसी को एक्सप्लोर करना है. इसमें कोई मैंने रॉकेट साइंस नहीं लिखी है.
Yes,
So this is all.
you have used all the adjectives available in this word in your book. I have noticed that thing. That itself express many things. That is self-explanatory, because all adjective is self-explanatory. You can just read that heading, you will get idea what you want to say. Very beautifully written. Sir, you have mentioned that you have penned down 40 years plus of experience and a dot of real life. Can you share some things for the viewers? You have very good experience of 40 years.
Again, a brilliant question, because when we started our life, and I'm sure many seniors are here, right? Like me having with the age of 60 years or near to 50, 60, like my age, right? So we all agree when we started the life, हमारे पास so many things were not available, right? We all have learned and earned in a very hard way, learned and earned in a very hard way, right? Because facilities were not available, right? And we are very clear about it that what we have to do. So we have seen this journey with lot of hurdles, which has been converted towards the opportunities. So I have noted it down because I started my career from a very simple age, simple way as a medical rep while leaving the engineering college. Because engineering college में 45 days I was there. I didn't like engineering college. After doing my graduation, I left that. I joined the medical profession.
Great.
And from simple BSc or simple as a medical rep, I have grown to the level of senior vice president, sales and marketing for entire India and 25 countries of the world.
Great.
Right. So, and that was the pinnacle of the situation because I cannot become the owner, but I was next to the person who was working for entire things. Right. And coming to the education, then again, when you are working, you have to learn also, which is very important. This is going to increase the horizon. So I completed my MBA, my specialized school from IIM. Then I did my PhD. Then, of course, honorary doctors are keep on coming. That is the honor. But actual PhD is a real thing which you put your hard work and then you get it after so much ghisne ke baad, right? So that so
True.
that was the thing, right? So that is the thing because I said that yes, any common person can think that he or she can become up to that particular level, which is very important. So मैंने सब चीजें के अंदर डाली जो मैंने सीखा, what are the hurdles were there, how every time I was not appreciated, how can I was appreciating my team. So जो मैंने अपने सीनियर से देखा कि यार ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, जो अच्छा नहीं लगता, empathy, right? It should not be given to my team because team happiness is my happiness. Team is successful, it is me, I am successful. And that was the reason that years on years my team was successful, multiple divisions were successful, and here we enjoyed one of the finest life. And when I took the farewell last year, it took me 1.5 years to convince my director sir that yes, I want to say goodbye and I want to give back to the society. 1.5 years he was not allowing me to go, right? So that was the great thing which is there, and that's all I said now dedicate the entire life, whatever I have learned, back to the society and keep learning also. Because I always love to learn with the youngsters because they have come with a very open mind.
Sir, but I feel there is always a one turning point in the everyone's life. What that turning point was in 40 years of your experience?
My turning point was every time when I was getting a new opportunity, frankly, because I have worked with single one company. 40 years I have gone from that ladder, again, this ladder, right? So every time when there was an opportunity, I used to take it as a challenge. And I used to see that let it be, I have to be successful because this profession has been chosen by me while leaving the engineering college. So that was a triggering point because when you choose, when you start loving something, you are totally imbibed in that. वो बोलते हैं ना कि do what you love and love what you do.
Great. And when
So
we say success, and success has one hidden consequence, that is your family. Can you tell me the contribution of your family for the success you get?
see, it is again wonderful. Without my blessings of my parents, the value system of my parents, I would have not made my journey very clear. Second is my spouse, better half, my wife. If she would have not supported me, I would have not gone through this great journey because she was like a pillar to me in the home. She was taking care of the children and all, and I was working, ensuring the things. So she was completely as a home manager, as a we say home minister, and I was the person who was working and making the roads ahead.
And who was taking care of children? Home minister or
My
the
wife,
prime minister?
my wife only,
Great.
because my wife only. She was
Wow.
taking care for my children.
Great, great.
Because unless until I was always on the tour, 14 days, 15 days on the tour. So she was one of the person who was ensuring going to the school, going to the different places, college admissions, yeah, this and that and all. So that was the thing which I always say, that without her support, I would have not reached to this position. And I very, with the proud, I say that yes, she is one of the great supporter to me, and she is one of the great leader, brother.
Great, great. You usually speak three words: learning, unlearning, and relearning. I want you to elaborate that thing for my viewers.
Okay, sir, learning, unlearning, and relearning is very important. You will see in 5 years, every 5 years, 80% of the things are changing in this world. 80% of the things. I'll give you two examples. The first example is the way we see the TV. Earlier, we used to have the Dabba TV. Then Dabba TV has changed. It is going to wall mount TV. Right. After that, it has come to the plasma TV. Then after that, it's come to LCD. Then LED. Now QLED. And now the Samsung is coming in the 2 years of the time, which is a simple slate will be there, like in the solar system, where you can put it and you can see. This is one example. Second example is that our vehicle. Earlier, we have to have the diesel vehicle and petrol vehicle. Today, it is a hybrid vehicle has come. Electric vehicle has come. And tomorrow, the things are getting changed. So this is, and now today we are on the Zoom meeting, right? Earlier, we were not, never, it was available there, but we have never used it. So
Yes.
that's what the learning what we have taken, and the learning we have to do it. No, I say, no, I will meet Dr. Rajesh only, or Prakhar Kumar Sahab and Krishna Kumar Sahab. Then only I'll be able to speak. So no, that part is over now. That is, relearning has come, and then new thing which has to be adopted. Today, AI world, we are in the AI world. Our everything has been monitored by the Google, frankly speaking, or the AI. So we have to embrace that part. So relearning is an opportunity to be in the flow, which is very important. Otherwise, we will be obsolete about it. Today, when you talk about the safety part, somebody else would have taken, but nobody is talking about it. This is a part of unlearning and relearning. It is a clear-cut example that you are talking about, you all are talking about, that this is very important. We have to learn ourselves so that it should not happen. Some mishappening should not happen. We are relearning ourselves. So that is the reason I always say learning over unlearning is very important. Take out the thing and relearn, like the way we take out the clothes, which doesn't look nice, right? After 1 year of time washing the things, and take the new clothes. Again, we do the same thing. So that is the journey which is happening.
Coming back to book again, in your book, I have noticed three sections are there. The very first section is the basic in leadership, and section 2 is skill in leadership, and part 3 effortless talent. Kindly throw some light on these three sections.
Fantastic. It is like a Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. And when I say about the leadership part, it is like a Brahma. Right. Okay. So why I said about this part, which is very important, and in the leadership, the first point I have mentioned it is the mindset. Mindset always makes a difference.
Right.
Right. And the second part is the self-confidence. So if my mindset is very proper, like Rajesh sir, when you started your YouTube channel, so your mindset was very clear. I want to inform, educate all the people. And you have the self-confidence also that yes, I'll be able to ensure it also. Maybe at that time, the subscribers were very less. But now today we have crossed the level where we are making it happen. So your mindset was clear. Your self-confidence was clear. Third is you became responsible. You every time you start the time at 5:11. So that is you are not changing the time. So that is a responsibility which is there. Fourth is you never procrastinate. Because procrastination is, I just give you 4 examples of Brahma and then I'll go to the Vishnu part, right?
Right.
So procrastination is very important because we should not be procrastinating. Actually, sorry to say, in the Indian culture, we learn procrastination from our home only. Sorry to say, right? Please forgive me. Because when we say something to our parents or some brother, sister and all, or somebody said that, we'll say, okay, we'll do it afterward. Okay, tomorrow we will do it. Eh? Why not today? Why not today? Right? So it is very old.
Why not now, in fact? Why not?
Sorry, sir?
Why not now?
That's what Kabir Das ji, who was an illiterate person, 1455, he read, Kal kare so aaj kare so ab. Right? So he has written, at that time no knowledge was there, but he has written very clearly about it. So this is the part of Brahma part which is there. Now coming to the second part which I'm talking about, the skills. Vishnu.
Skill in leadership.
Right? Yeah. Skills in leadership. Vishnu. because we always know Vishnu is a person which is full of skills. उनका कितने अवतार थे, राइट? राम का अवतार भी था, कृष्ण का भी अवतार था, सो मेनी अवतार हुआ थे. ये क्या अवतार क्या है? ये तो स्किल्स ही है ना, और क्या है? इट इज ओनली स्किल्स. एंड वन थिंग इज द कम्युनिकेशन, राइट, विच इज वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट thing I have mentioned is there. ऐसी वाणी बोलिए मन का आपा खोए, अपनों को शीतल करे आपो शीतल होए. Correct? So see again I'm just giving the example of Kabir Das ji, right? I would have given multiple examples, but today we talk about Stephen Covey, we talk about the Peter Drucker and all with respect to them. But in our mythology, it was already there 500 years before, 700 years before. If you start reading that part, you will be able to get the thing. Second thing, sir, I have written in the skills is the discipline. So, like again, we are supposed to start. You send me a message at 5 minutes to 5 that yes, we are ready about it. This is known as a discipline, right? So these are the skills are there, which is the third point I like to say about this, which is very important. Humility. If we have to be very humble, we have to be very humility. That is there. That's why the respect part is there. So that is a Vishnu part I'm talking about. Now coming to the Mahesh part.
Sir, I
Right.
would like to add one more thing, technical savvy. Yes, because we are living in an era where we have to use the technology. That is a part of that technical savvy.
Sir, you are absolutely right. I have written that tech savvy because I mentioned it on the point number 11, tech savvy.
Yeah.
There are 15 points are there. Communication, discipline, humility, emotional intelligence, caring attitude, passionate, resilience, supportive, visionary, cross-culture diversity, tech savvy. I've mentioned it there, right? Because it's again a skill. Building alliances and partnership, learning agility, the be resourceful, and the A factor. So that is a part of the skill which is here. Now coming to the last factor, which is which is the talent which doesn't require right any effort. Correct, sir?
Right.
Right. So first talent is the time management. This is one of the very important talent. A biggest of the biggest person never comes on the time, and the lowest of the lowest person comes on the time. Right. This is not effort. A worker is supposed to come at 9 o'clock. The worker will come at 9 o'clock. If the worker is late by half an hour, we are going to scold that why you are late. But a minister comes, sorry to say, right, 3 hours late, we will wait for the person. So this is very important, which doesn't require the thing. Second thing, I have mentioned it here, hard work. We say, no, hard work is the best way of learning, attaining the thing. It doesn't require any effort. And today we all are here. We all have done hard work in our life. Without hard work, we have not achieved this position. Either me, either you, or either I can say Dharmesh ji, or either I can say any Sakesh ji and Prakhar, whosoever it is. वो कहते हैं ना, जब पसीना नहीं गिरेगा तब तक उसकी वैल्यू नहीं आती है, तो काम की वैल्यू नहीं आती. पसीना गिरना बहुत जरूरी है. पसीना जब गिरता है तो मालूम चलता है कि हमने कितनी मेहनत मशक्कत से काम किया. Third I mentioned is practice. We always say practice make the person perfect. Then I have written going an extra mile. We say when you drive the vehicle, lot of rush is there on the circle. चौराहे पे बहुत rush होता है. But on the clear road, when you start driving, there is no rush because that is extra mile. So these things I have added in that. Then self-energy. Why I have mentioned it here? Because we are not a battery. कि सुबह मॉर्निंग में लगा दिया चार्जर पे तो चार्ज हो गए. राइट. सेल्फ एनर्जी तो भगवान ने दी हुई है ना हमें, ऊपर वाले ने. उसके लिए किसी की जरूरत नहीं होती है. आप देखो किसी इंसान से आप सर बात करते हो, तो जब आप बात करो या जब आपसे बात करते हो, हमेशा यू आर एनर्जाइज. यू फील लाइक अरे इनसे हम बात कर सकते हैं, इनसे कुछ सीखने को मिलता है. बट इफ यू टॉक टू समबडी, वो थका हुआ रहेगा, आप इनको गुड मॉर्निंग बोलो, गुड मॉर्निंग यार, क्या मॉर्निंग. सो इट मीन्स यू आर गॉन. समझ गए? दैट इज द थिंग विच इज इंपॉर्टेंट. बॉडी लैंग्वेज, इथिक्स, ऑनेस्टी, इसके लिए सर कोई एफर्ट नहीं लगता है. ऑनेस्टी के लिए क्या एफर्ट लगता है? ऑनेस्टी के लिए कोई एफर्ट नहीं है. So these are the things which I mentioned it here in this particular book, which is a common man. I'm saying it is a common person's things are there which everybody is having with them.
Sir,
All
you
Brahma
also mentioned the go-getter approach. Can you elaborate on that thing?
सर गो गेटर अप्रोच क्या होता है? अब आप चलो मैं आपका एग्जांपल देता हूँ. आपने इग्नाइटिंग पावर ऑफ इंजीनियर्स का इतने अच्छे लोगों को जोड़ा. क्या पहले भी कोई आपकी जगह जोड़ सकता था? लेकिन ये किसका अप्रोच है? गो गेटर अप्रोच। बिकॉज आपने देखा कि कितनी कैजुअलिटीज हो रही हैं, लोगों को इसकी अवेयरनेस आनी चाहिए, आनी चाहिए ना। हम सबको मालूम है इंसुलेशन होना चाहिए घर में, कैसी तारें होनी चाहिए, बिजली का खंभा नहीं छूना चाहिए, बारिश में ही होने, सबको मालूम है, सबको मालूम है। बट उसकी अवेयरनेस किसने कराई? Correct. So it is known as one of the example of yours itself of creating a igniting power of engineer. It is a example of a go-getter approach.
Thank you.
So we have to have. हम अपना basically ना 2% of the mind we are just using it. Remaining 98% mind हमारा अभी भी खाली रहता है, right? और उसमें फिर हम WhatsApp पे देखते हैं क्या आ गया, क्या मसाला आ गया, वो आया. If you start thinking something, add the things. We can build the community. We can build our Bharat. All will be energized because हम आज बात करते हैं सर local for global, right? Our प्रधानमंत्री speaks about the thing. So we have that capacity. और मैं भी कहीं पढ़ रहा था कि आने वाले टाइम में 2030 में 25% of the भारत population will be working across the globe in the highest position. तो ये हमारी एनर्जी है. This is energy which we have. This is the inquisitiveness which we have. This is the aspiring attitude which we have.
And now time to come to the last question. That is not the least, basically the last but not the least. What is your message for the audience, viewers, to get success in their life?
बहुत ही सिंपल है सर, बहुत ही सिंपल है. यू हैव टू बी ए पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट.
Okay.
पॉइंट नंबर 1 है ना. इफ यू बिकॉज एक क्वांटम साइंस क्या बोलती है, इफ यू टॉक पॉजिटिव, आपका जो ऑरा होता है वो भी पॉजिटिव होगा, आपके पास भी पॉजिटिविटी आएगी. सेकेंड थिंग इज हैव सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस ऑन यू, जो मैंने लीडरशिप में लिखा, राइट? इफ यू हैव द सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस. थर्ड थिंग आई लाइक टू हैव योर कम्युनिकेशन शुड बी इग्नाइटिंग द पीपल, इंस्पायरिंग द पीपल. So whatever you speak, right, it should help to build a community, which is very important. And the last is have the trust factor, because the trust factor is very important. अगर मैं trust रखूंगा, right, तो दुनिया मुझ पे trust करेगी. और ये trust हम घर पे कैसे करते हैं, माता पिता हमसे कैसे trust करते हैं, भाई बहन कैसे trust करते हैं. तो trust करना चाहिए, और trust होगा तो सब कुछ होगा. बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल सर इसरो का, सोमनाथ साहब का डायरेक्टर, उसके यहाँ इसरो में कोई भी IITians नहीं है, बट सब जो है ग्रेड 2 और ग्रेड 3 सिटी से आए हुए लोग हैं, ग्रेड 2 ग्रेड 3 कॉलेज से पढ़े हुए हैं. बट उनकी जो स्ट्रेंथ है ना, मिल करके एक हो गई, वो ट्रस्ट फैक्टर था. एंड टुडे इसरो इज सपोज टू बी इन द एंटायर वर्ल्ड. इससे बड़े मैं क्या एग्जांपल दे सकता हूँ सर.
Great. Now I would like to invite question from the audience. Don't lose that great opportunity to ask one-to-one with respected Rajput sir. You must have seen so many posts on LinkedIn, but this is the right time to talk to him one-to-one. Don't lose that opportunity and unmute yourself and ask whatever you want to ask. Any question? Saket ji, Kishan Kumar ji, any question from your side? It's a very great opportunity on your hand. Don't lose it. Okay. If you don't have any question,
म्यूटेड, नहीं आई एम म्यूटेड लिखा हुआ है, आपको उनको अनम्यूट करना पड़ेगा.
Hello.
हाँ अनम्यूट हो गया, राइट. हाँ
Sir, thank you so much for this inspiring words, sir. Sir, I also want to read this book, sir. From where I can get this?
ये अमेजोन में अवेलेबल है,
Okay,
अमेजोन में अवेलेबल है, और इसको आप ऑर्डर कर सकते हैं. इसका एक्चुअली दिस बुक इज नॉट फॉर अर्निंग द मनी, दिस बुक इज टू एंश्योर लर्निंग फॉर द ऑल द गुड पीपल, एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट इज 249 रुपीस की बुक अवेलेबल है. दिस इज द बुक व्हिच इज देयर. 249 की बुक अवेलेबल है, आपके पास भी है, तो दैट इज देयर. एंड अगेन आई एम सेइंग इट इज बीन रिटन इन ए वेरी सिंप्लीफाइड लैंग्वेज. मैं आपको एक छोटा सा एक उदाहरण देता हूँ. जैसे मैंने कम्युनिकेशन लिखा, तो मैंने तो कबीर के दोहे बोले, लेकिन यहाँ पे लिखा क्योंकि लोग जो है पीटर ड्रकर की बात करते हैं, तो मैंने पीटर ड्रकर के बारे में भी लिख दिया. व्हाट ही सेड अबाउट इट, कम्युनिकेशन के लिए द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट सेट इन लीडरशिप, कम्युनिकेशन इज द बैकबोन ऑफ लीडरशिप, इज इट और नॉट? या so what Peter Drucker says, the most important thing communication is hearing what is not said.
exactly.
What is not said.
Yeah.
So हमारी बॉडी, हमारी बात करने का तरीका, हमारे वन टू वन कॉन्वर्सेशन का तरीका बहुत ही चीज बताता है कि जो चीज अनबोली होगी, है ना? So that is the starting. उसके साथ उसके 3-4 मैंने जो है पैराग्राफ डाले हुए, that is all in a very simple language.
And thank you so much, sir, for these inspiring words, sir.
Thank you. And I have already mentioned in one of the videos that I have got that book. Now it's your time to go and get that book and start your journey of getting success in your life. And try to be like Rajput sir. There is one very good proverb. If you can't read the entire book, read the one page. That it will be sufficient. And if we get 1% whatever Rajput sir have achieved, that will be good for us. With that note, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for sparing your time. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all the participant viewers, for sparing your time. And don't, again, I would request, go and buy that book and start your journey. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Rajesh Saab, for inviting me. Thank you, all the participants who are here in front of me and who must be seeing this recording. My heartful gratitude to you. And I too wish everybody should be most successful in their life, because we deserve, we want to become successful with our humility and compassion.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you.